This is Bops and Bangers. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Ashley.
And welcome to our shit show of a life. It's great.
It's great.
It's great. We're fine.
Last weekend, I think, was our shit show.
It was.
I think that
was enough karma.
Our karma. Yeah, our karma took a turn.
Yeah.
It's been really good. So it kind of
has been too good.
I know.
I've been waiting for the shoe to drop. So I think that was definitely like, bitch, your life's been going too well so far.
If you want to hear all about it, it was on last week's podcast. We go into the When We Were Young Fest. It was a time.
It was a time.
And we're still bitter because it's the week after. We're recording this early.
I think we'll be bitter for our life. We kind of have that in our personality.
It is.
Bitter for
Burn
life.
me once.
Shame on you. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
never coming back.
We have tickets for next year. It's fine. And it's fine. But we do have some really good music. I'm actually excited because we were stressed out about how we were going to talk 2 days about music because we're so far behind. But I've actually been listening to some great songs, albums, EPs.
There's so many good stuff coming out. Ooh. And the fact that it's Friday today.
It is Friday today.
We are going to talk about some really fresh stuff.
Happy Fred Day, everyone.
Oh.
I'm just saying that, and we'll talk about it later.
Yes, and then later on after our new music, we're going to go into some Taylor Swift stuff.
We have comments, concerns, questions.
Yes. Juice WRLD also.
Comments, concerns, questions.
And
there was something else that we wanted to talk about.
Oh, how Steve Lacy threw that phone. Yeah. Okay. And how
Steve
Mitski...
Lacy. Yes. Well, there's an issue happening with, I think, the music industry in general, touring. I think we should just talk about the whole bands canceling their tours.
Yeah, touring in general, which could also be a piggyback off of the Taylor Swift thing we want to talk about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's all kind of connected.
So let's fucking get into it so we can do this, baby.
Okay, so my first pick is a song from an artist that I don't know. Like, I'd never heard before.
She's a thing.
Found on the Australian Music Friday, Australia, New Zealand playlist.
Today?
Yes.
Nice.
He's signed to Sony Music Entertainment New Zealand, so bigger artist than I
yeah.
Yeah. I've never...
Big.
Probably up-and-comer.
How many listens?
On some songs, he has like almost 4 million on one.
Whoa. Is he a TikToker? You know, that's so sad. Every time I see like one song have like millions of plays, I immediately think they just went viral on TikTok.
When it's one song out of a bunch.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is great. Artists, how do you feel about that? Yeah. I'm so curious to know, like, one song goes viral, but then, like, people don't listen to the rest of the songs.
Well, I talk a lot about virality in the interviews I've been doing with artists for our Girlfriends episode. That was a great tie-in, Kelsey. Good job. I talk a lot about that because I'm always interested in what artists feel about going viral, how to sustain it, if it even is sustainable. It's a very interesting, like, what the answers I get back. I think a lot of people are now more in the mindset of, like, I don't necessarily want, like, going viral would be great, but not the goal, which I think it was last year.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to see that shift already happening.
Yeah, because going viral doesn't mean anything.
Well, you can't sustain it.
Yeah.
Because it's all fake algorithms.
It really reminds me, it's really, well, it doesn't not mean. It means a lot. Like, you are, but, like, it reminds me of Gayle.
Yes. Oh, 1,000%.
Because if you have one banger.
Oh, yeah.
And then you release other songs and they're like, like, that's, people are gonna move on.
Yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
But that's, like, what's so frustrating right now is everyone's 10-second toms.
That's why we get singles only.
Yeah.
EPs.
And it's just like people are trying to crank it out so fast. And I wonder when that's going to change. Maybe when the virality changes.
I honestly.
Then that's going to stop. Maybe people can slow the fuck down for a second and take it in.
That's the thing is I remember when we would have to wait months for an album.
Yeah.
And it would be like, okay, we're getting amped. And nowadays it's like, oh, here's an album. Oh, there's an album. Oh, there's like 20 EPs.
I mean, we know better than anyone how much music is released every single. Like, I just barely looked, and there's already like 20 albums I added to my list. So I'm like, for 1 week.
1 week. 1 week.
And I'm sure there's probably like 150
easily.
So it's just like,
Yeah.
It's insane. And to like stand out, like I get it. You like almost need to go viral just to be like, oh, people now know who I am. Exactly. And now you have to sustain it, which is even just more scary.
Do you keep people?
Like back in the day, it was...
We just had posters on our wall.
And it was like the same, you listen to the same album over and over.
Oh, I don't repeat an album.
Yeah, or you had like a Now 8.
Yes.
So if you made it, I mean, there was a lot less.
Yes.
Like now you have more opportunity to actually be listened to. I mean, that goes the same thing as like
Spotify. You have access to everything.
Yeah.
We did not have access to everything.
No, we had LimeWire.
But even at that, we had CDs.
Yeah.
We could really only listen to what we would buy.
And like it was like 15 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, we listened to the Backstreet Boys. I guess now we move on
and
to
CDs
the Spice
were
Girls.
expensive as a young buck.
They were like $20.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you can only get one.
Yeah, literally. Like, oh, what do we do? You know?
Yeah.
It's like nowadays, it's like, fuck, I can look up whatever the fuck I want to at any given time.
Yeah.
And it's there.
It's an interesting, a lot of the music industry is changing.
Yeah.
But it also, I think there's something that I'd love artists to realize is like, you don't need to go viral.
No.
You just need your community that's going to show up.
Yes.
Because like, it's so crazy to me that I can be on TikTok and I hear like an artist that I love and they have like 5 million followers and I've never heard of them before. And I'm like, what?
Well, you wonder if that 5 million is like an actual community or if it's doom scrolling. Of people just following like, oh, I really like her song. Yeah, yes, I'll follow her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a little bit of a TikTok is weird because I think you really have to. We've talked about this before. I don't know if it's necessarily like very big on community-based things.
I will say now that we're over 2,000. There are some nice people on there that are like now my buddies because like we connected. I posted about Dermot and now like we're all like now I'm in the Dermot community.
Yeah, we're in that community.
I'm like, hey,
but I think our platform lends itself to community versus like an artist. You know, you're gonna get all the spammy kind of people. You're gonna get people who just want to be mean to you. You're gonna get.
We don't get that. Thank God.
You know, but that's the thing is like they get the full gamut.
Yeah.
We are community builders, so like it helps for us.
And there's definitely like areas on TikTok that are like dark, but also there's like the 24-year-olds that literally their TikToks are nonsense. Like they'll be like, and then like 500,000 likes, and I'm like, who's what? Like, what does this do?
Or even anybody? Just some of the humor. I'm like, I don't get that. You know, I there's niches on TikTok for everyone. I think for artists though, it's just so weird because I don't know how much you can like. I think you can be more raw on TikTok, but it still doesn't lend to building a community versus like on Instagram. It is more curated, but for some reason it is a lot more I don't know. Social media is fucking whack.
That's why you need to join our Braid network because that's where we're really creating community. Our Braid network, we're gonna all get on there. We have a chat room. We're gonna make things pop off in there.
Did you see Ashley just beautifully put that in? That was
I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about.
We're talking about your first single. That's how far off the beaten path we've gone.
We're coming back in our lane.
Our lane. So we are very excited. We are announcing our partnership with Braid Network. Ash is going to tell you all a little bit about it. It's incredible. We're so excited to be working with them.
Yeah, we are amped. So Braid Network is basically like a Linktree and a Discord combined. It is an app, also web-based, so you do not have to download the app. You can just join us on the web if you'd like to. We are going to be communicating there, having little groups, little channels for us all to have fun talking about the podcast, talking about San Diego venues, concerts in the area.
Hell yeah.
We want all you guys to join us on Braid, on our network, so we can have fun just connecting and like getting more into our community.
Yes.
Because we started Discord, it was like...
It was hard. It's hard to get. We really.
It doesn't bring it all together.
Exactly. This is honestly so nice because even when I look at it, it's just a nice like feed of all of our social media in one place. So things that we post on TikTok will be on there. Things that we post on YouTube will be on there. So if you're just following us on Instagram, go over to Braid and you can see
all of it.
All of our content.
You don't really have to have all the other social media.
Exactly.
And it's kind of like you can be whoever you want to be with friends.
Yeah.
Like you can make your own profile. You can make your own emojis, which are amazing.
Which we were going to have to make some girl ones.
Oh, yeah. We're making girl ones. And you can kind of like explore your own identity there within it.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
It's such a fun company. They're so incredible what they're doing. They really value content creators and, people like us who, just we have a lot of lanes, and it just helps us really keep it all together in one, like a link tree, but way better, I think, just because it's visual. It's so visual based.
Yes.
And that's how I operate on my brain.
So today, when you are watching the podcast, you can hop onto our Braid Network and chat with us there.
Yes.
Give us any notes, any comments, anything you want to chat about that we talked about, the songs you listen to, our playlist.
Yes.
We will be on there, and we can all chat about our podcast.
And we're so excited. Thank you so much to Braid Network.
Yeah,
We
thanks,
can't
Braid
wait.
Network.
So who is this? Who is this?
Beautiful human. His name is Lepani. He's born in Fiji, it says.
Whoa,
And
a
then-
Fijian.
Yeah,
Fiji?
now it looks like he's in New Zealand. So his name Lepani, Lepani.
Okay.
And his new single, The Morning, this is a romantic, smooth vibe. Like, it's buttery and just
We haven't had a buttery kind of person.
I know. This is just like, it's almost like kind of a John Legend-ish vibe, like very romantic.
A little bit more like indie-tastic.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's very like romantic and it's so cute. So I'm a fan now, Lepani. I'm a fan. I hope I'm saying your name right.
Is that the one that got a lot of listens, or is that like brand new?
This
like
is
today?
today.
Oh,
New
sweet.
single today.
Oh,
fresh
hell yeah.
off the press.
Fresh off the press. So let me guess, it's probably in our Sunday wind down.
It's gonna be, yeah, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I can't wait. I'm gonna listen to that. That's gonna be like on one of my first ones I listen to. Then.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my first one.
I love
Wow, that was a tangent nation, but we got.
did. In other news, no, I'm kidding. We actually have a few returners in my list that I am too excited for. I have been waiting for New Music Friday this week because of a few of these artists.
Oh.
First off, Trophy Wife is back. If you don't know me, you know me now. I loved Trophy Wife's EP from last year. I really love her style of indie rock. I think it's very much kind of like that alt pop lyric kind of vibe, but very much more heavier guitars, heavier indie rock. She has a song that just came out called Linoleum, brand new, brand new, and it is chef's kiss beautiful.
Love it.
I just, like I said, I really like how she does indie rock, and I'm really that EP from last year, I think it was called Bruiser. She just makes really, really intriguing music. You know, some indie rock can sometimes just sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
She has this weird spin on it. I don't know what it is, but it like clicks in my mind, and I'm just like, okay, I see you, girl. I see you. And it's really good for, bleeding hearts, sad girls like me, and indie girls,
Yeah.
So it's just the perfect song for anyone who needs a little
Indie.
indie.
So.
Okay, what's your next one?
My next one is a single by our boy Sam Fender.
I love Sam. I'm ready for it. Is it
I'm
going to
so
devastate
excited.
me?
I honestly have only listened to like a couple seconds of it. It sounds like quintessential Sam.
Okay.
So I'm ready.
Yes.
The
Here's the
song
thing.
title is Wild Gray Ocean.
Do we deserve all these European men who are making sad music for us?
We deserve
We
it.
get Sam Fender. We get Dermot eventually.
Dermot is next week. Oh my! Sorry, I just blacked out for a second.
We got the
You're
guy.
coming here with me.
We got the guy who I mentioned last week, Stephen O.
Oh, I haven't listened. I need to listen.
We've got a lot of Brits and Irishmen just trying to devastate us.
I know. I love it.
That's
It's like
all I
my
want.
favorite.
It is your favorite genre. That's a
And
very
Hosier's coming back. This is actually like
men who make you cry.
men that are romantic.
Emotionally available.
Yeah. Maybe not.
They do have a lot of trauma in their songs, don't they?
I just like I like poetic men, I think.
You do. You
Yeah.
really love a poetic man.
Yeah.
That Sam Fender is very poetic.
Oh yeah, and I like dark poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, very, I think Sam's a little bit more, I always think, when I think of Sam Fender, I think immediately of, like, Bruce Springsteen, because he has that one song that's very, like,
Yeah.
it grows like a Bruce song. I'm excited to listen to the new one
Yeah, me too.
because he just makes such good music. Like,
It's just so good.
It's just so
He
good.
blew up.
Thank God.
We talked about him, and then he blew up. I'm just kidding.
It's all thanks to us. You're very welcome. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
No, I love Sam. I think his music is incredible, and hopefully we get like a new album in 2023. But not a second sooner, sir. I don't have time.
Yeah, no, it can't be this year because last year he was on my top list.
Oh yeah.
So I think this can't be this year. He just released, and this is like his first, I think, from this year.
Okay.
Maybe.
Keep it.
Keep it, Sam.
2023, please, Sam. Thank you. My second song, again, is another returner I am so stoked for because I loved her album last year. This is Georgia Parker with her new song, Fuck It, He Makes Me Nervous.
I love Georgia. Love.
And
that's a great song title.
Thank you. So stoked to see the email in our inbox the other day. I was like, wait.
Yes.
I was like, Georgia's back? Like, got power jacked. I'm so sorry, Georgia. I tagged you, I think, 1 billion times last year in posts because I love that album so much. So to have her come back at the end of the year, let's go, girl. Let's go. I'm really excited. If you guys like that, like, indie alt pop vibe again, she is a queen of it. She's got the wittiest lyrics.
Yeah, it's so fun.
The song title kind of just gives you a hint, if anything, that she is talking about love and relationships and
drama,
shitty men, and we loves it. Fuck It, He Makes Me Nervous is out now. It's just like I'm just gonna sit back and drink my coffee and I feel like this should be a TikTok trend. You know when you like hear songs and you're like, man, I want to see people's stories about, the kind of the similar things.
Yeah.
I think this would be so much fun to like have a nice little TikTok trend and be like, fuck it, he makes me nervous. Like, these are the things that boys do that make me nervous.
Oh, that would be cute.
Right?
Georgia, do that.
Georgia, we've free marketing tool. But again, very excited for her to come back. It's been a while since we've heard from her. We won't hear that. It's been a while since we've heard from her, so it's like icing on the cake of my year. We've got a new Georgia.
I'm stoked.
So I'm amped. Let's go, Georgia.
So another, it's not really a single, but I did want to mention this because what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's the new Montel Fish album drop. Surprise! It is titled "Her Love Still Haunts Me Like a Ghost," and it's like his spooky.
I love a secret spooky album.
Yeah, like
people are in this holiday. To win it.
They are loving it,
loving it.
And what the hell, Montel? This sound is so different, and I'm obsessed.
This is what I thought I was gonna get from the Montel Fish album.
Yeah, so it's not the atmospheric folk. It's more like, what does it sound?
Grimy R&B.
Yeah.
It's a little grimy. It's a little dark.
Yeah, it's definitely a spoopy.
It's very sexy.
Yes.
His voice is. That's why I think there was such a disconnect with me from that album, is because his voice does not lend well. I mean, yes, it does.
Oh my God. I love it.
To atmospheric folk. I wanted to be down in the bedroom getting boogie woogie. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wanted from Montel Fish. His name, Montel Fish, makes it sound like he's going to 90s R&B the ever-living shit out of me.
Yeah, but I loved his album. So now he has a second one, and I'm like, fuck off with it.
Which
because
one are you going to choose?
I don't know. I have to listen to this one. This one just dropped, and I'm like, well, surprise, spooky.
Fuck. You're in trouble.
Can I combine them into one?
Yes, I'll allow it. Just Montel Fish.
Montel Fish of 2022. That's all it is.
Montel Fish.
Because, his song, Escape, it's E-X-Scape. E-X-S-C-A-P-E off the album is You just want to like, oh yeah.
You just want to get boogie woogie.
Yeah.
And if you want to listen to it immediately right now and press pause, you can go to our playlist, which has all the songs in it for you. Love. We're really good at transitioning and
Yeah, we
promoting
are.
ourselves
Wow, we're
today.
getting it.
Who are we?
I don't know.
Grand. I actually have a spoopy song, kind of.
Perfect.
It's not spoopy. It's actually
This is coming out after Halloween now.
It is, but
November is still spoopy.
I love it. This is a hilarious song title and a hilarious song. We've talked about her before. This is Brigetta. She has been on our podcast feature song. She has a new one called Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Love it.
It's all about being ghosted, which I think is so witty.
That's so fun.
If you don't know me, I love a witty title. And again, she is just kind of this like alt pop maven queen coming up, dropping tracks like it's hot. This one is perfect for the season. I'm going to put it in our spooky season playlist.
Perfect.
It's just hilarious.
Playlist kind of blowing up.
As it should. It is a dope
It's
playlist.
so good.
It's so
like it's
good.
not your it's not
like
the
Halloween.
mainstream Halloween songs.
It's not
it's
all
all
like
the new
Mash.
freshest.
Yeah, it's dark.
Fresh hits.
It's more like dark pop. If
Yes.
you're into that like very dark pop vibes.
Like Nessa Barnett. And
Oh,
stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So, Casper the Friendly Ghost by Brigetta, wonderful little tune, great ditty. We love talking about being ghosted or about ghosting people.
Yeah, vice versa, you know. And I
Sometimes
think
we're
you go both ways.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
I've definitely ghosted.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. But really, really fun little single. So
Love
enjoy.
it. All right, look I have notes now for my albums.
Cool.
So those were like the fresh hits from
The freshest of fresh hits.
from what day is it? October 29th. New
28th?
music. October
the 8th, 28th.
I can't see.
I know.
October 28th, New Music Friday. Those
Yeah.
were the fresh hits.
Yeah, they were the fresh hits.
So these are not going to be so fresh November
They're
8th.
still fresh. Okay.
Okay.
They're still fresh.
But these albums are and EPs are from October.
I love your first one.
Oh my God, I knew
because
you'd be
obviously
excited.
I can talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
I know. So
And yeah, just go dive into it.
the first one is an EP from one of our consulting clients that we are obsessed with.
Obsessed.
Like
Would do anything for her.
I need to hop on the next call that you guys are on.
You will cry. She is the sweetest human being I have ever met in my life.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah.
So this EP is titled Just to See Me Fall, and it is by Ari Raine.
Yes. Oh,
This EP is
so good.
it's so good. And it's just because I feel like the lyrics are so honest. It is so relatable.
Yes.
Like literally I can just like, I feel like there should be like a movie playing and like you can just see it acted out, like the whole end of a relationship.
That is how I felt when I listened to it for the first time.
Yeah.
When she was like, this is, my music. I was like, this is cinematic.
Yeah. I feel like you are writing like
Yes.
a screenplay with this.
Yes.
It's very.
Well, that's funny you say that because she works in the film industry.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's a set designer, I believe, like in real life. And I think that's why that feels so cinematic is because she knows that life.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, it really is. And that's what's like so different about it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we've all been in relationships with like a narcissist that like gaslights you and makes you feel like you're not good enough.
Yes.
Like all the song titles, basically.
Literally.
And then you come out on the other side and you like realize, like,
Yes.
wait, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I
Yes. Oh my
am
God.
fine.
Yes.
And that's what the whole EP is like a journey through.
I know. And what I love most about this EP too is she wrote this a while ago. So she has said to me, this was my past self. Like I very much moved past this music, but she still, she still loves.
Well, thanks for giving it to us.
Literally, I was like, this was something we needed. Like we're excited for the next
Yeah.
Ari Raine generation.
Definitely excited to see what's next.
Yes, but like people love this EP. The amount of feedback I've gotten too has just been everyone's. I'm like, girl, you have a voice. You need to like use it for good.
I feel like we need to introduce her to Richie. Because I feel like that.
Oh, yes, we
that
do.
I feel like that's what needs to be a little bit more of a.
Well, she's from Atlanta.
Okay.
So she again, works in the film industry. She works a very long full-time job.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yes, over there. She works a very like big
Oh,
job,
yeah.
and so I think that I don't know who did her production on this, but I agree. I think if she met with Richie, holy shit, sparks would fly. She'd be huge.
Yeah,
because she's got this pop nostalgia.
Yes.
Where she sounds like I think she almost sounds like Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Like very 2000s pop.
Yes.
And it's like, ooh, like you and I love that.
Yeah, like
with the like current day songwriting
Yes.
ability. And it's just like, ooh, the blend.
Yeah, the songwriting is just impeccable. The song "Just to See Me Fall" is so good.
Oh my God.
I was like, whoa, this is get you in your feels.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
She's incredible. And
Amazing.
I'm so proud of her. She has done an incredible job. She's very, it's hard when you're a first-time artist.
Yeah, and you have a full-time
EP
job, like help.
Yeah, I think there's, it's hard to promote yourself.
Yes.
So I really tried to push her out of that comfort zone, and I think she did an incredible job. Literally, again, people have been just nonstop.
Yeah, I see the emails. It's blowing up.
She's blowing up.
Yay.
I'm so proud of her.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
We love you, Ari.
Yes. Thank you for putting that EP on yours. I love to talk about it. I love to talk about it. The first album I have actually is very interesting. Wasn't expecting much, and then holy fuck. This album is by artist Amanda Tenfjord, but it's like Fjord. Tenfjord. Tenfjord, like a fjord.
Like a fjord.
Like a fjord. Her new album, In Hindsight. I was just listening to this and I was like, you know what? Let's bump it. So Jade was nicely cooking for me in the kitchen, and we put this on the overhead speakers. And she's got all the genres, but like in the best ways.
I couldn't spell it.
Oh my God. Amanda. Well, first off, you can't spell Amanda. Ten.
You can see this from there?
Yes. I had LASIK eye surgery.
Oh, Tenfjord.
Yes. There we go. We got there. Oh. Yes.
Oh, this is on my list.
Yes.
I haven't
she
listened
also
yet.
almost looks like Jade. I told her that
too.
Yeah. I was like, is that your third twin? But literally, you think the album's gonna go one way and it goes the complete opposite.
Wait.
She has these like very huge cinematic, powerful, like woman sister pride kind of
Love
songs.
it.
And then she has got like quiet little folk. She's got a little like indie
Ooh,
pop.
she's branching genres.
She's genreless, but the album really flows well together,
Nice.
which I think you'll love. And I was just really caught off guard by a lot of the songs in this, and I was like, wait, I didn't think I was gonna be grooving to this as much as I thought I was.
I love that.
It definitely slows down a little bit at the end, but I think
It's like a normal thing.
yeah, there were a lot of like interludes and stuff like that, and they were beautiful. They were absolutely beautiful. But I think the first half of the album is just so strong. Mm-hmm. It just 4 out of 5 for me.
Wow.
Like I really was so surprised by this album.
God, another one.
And another one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know she added it. Don't worry, I saw her. Saw her put.
I
peepers
thought that
on
was
it.
already on my list. I don't know. My iPad and my phone sometimes they just don't.
Disconnect.
Yeah, they're a weird thing. Okay, so my second one
Yes.
is another EP.
Another.
Another.
Please, sir, can I have another?
And this is another New Zealander.
Of course.
And it is Fazerdaze. Her album titled Break! Exclamation. Break!
And break.
Yeah.
But also, Fazerdaze makes me feel like I need to put on those glowy glasses that Sean has.
Fazerdaze.
Like, let's go, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, it's not really like that.
Okay.
It is indie rock, indie pop
What?
ish. You will probably love this. It is very yeah. It's a little pop. I said, does Ashley have indie rock on her list? Yes, she does. But it's a little poppy.
I'll take it. It.
She is signed with Flying On Records, and she released an album back in 2017 and just started, like, this is her jump back in this year. Like, she had 2 singles and then an EP.
I always think that 2017 was like 2 years ago, and I'm like,
Yeah, no, she had like a 5-year hiatus, and apparently she just said that she lost confidence and didn't feel like she was surrounded by toxic people, so she like had to like take a step. But now she says she's feeling good and ready to go.
She
again.
needs to come join the girl community.
Yeah.
I think that's what she needs to do.
Fazerdaze, come join us.
We'll give you all the confidence because that's what we do.
Yeah, it's like I love how it's kind of like a beach rocky vibe. There's electric guitar solos, faded vocals, like in a '90s like Mary Kay and Ashley soundtrack song.
Yes.
Yeah, like there she, like kind of like that.
She,
Yeah, a little faded like that.
she got-
There's songs on it like Come Apart that you like want to, I feel like you just want to sing at the top of your lungs in the car. Ooh. And then there's Winter, which is like a super chill fall vibes song. Ooh. 4 songs. It takes you on a ride.
Clearly.
And I really loved it.
I can't. Okay, well, now I have to add this one as well. So thanks. I'm really, I love a beachy rock vibe.
Yeah, and it's
like,
it has a little poppy side to it.
I love that though.
But it's more indie rock than most pop that I listen to. So
to get even a little indie rock in your music takes a lot. So
yeah,
which is so funny because you do like indie.
I
don't
know
who you are,
but
you listen mostly to pop.
Yeah,
Which is why you're our pop and R&B queen. And electron. You're a queen of many things.
Yeah, I've got R&B next, so buckle up.
Great. I have. This might be considered Kelsey's weird corner. I don't know. I'm gonna let you decide. You. I think I found this. I'm guessing I found this on New Music Friday UK because it is very British sounding. Okay. So, you know how the Brits love that electronic that's just like kind of high powered? I don't know how else to describe it.
Yes.
I'll play it for you in a second. But this is an album by Piri and Tommy. They're 2 separate artists that came together. They did a little collab. Okay. And it's called Froge.mp3.
Interesting.
Very, very Gen Z.
Froge.
Like frog, but like Doge. Like dog. Like Dogecoin.
Oh.
I'm guessing. But this album is electronic. She has got the voice perfect for electronic. It's very airy. It's very like oof in your feels. Mm-hmm. And then the music itself just I don't know how to describe. Just slaps.
Oh,
just
love
slaps. Like there's something about the two mixed together that they made just a really good album, and the songs on it like have a lot of depth and meaning, but it does also feel kind of like a big joke, but not in a bad way. But like a we just came together as friends and made this silly
it's just
album.
Is it like a dance album?
Kinda. Like I just wanna because I don't know how to describe this sound. You know that?
Oh yeah. I do love this.
Yeah, but you know what I mean when I say British? Like it's got that backbeat that
that backbeat.
British.
Yes.
But it's just I was wildly surprised. I was like, this is just going to be kind of like a silly album.
I've never even saw this one.
Right,
so.
welcome
But
to
there's
my
a
life.
big frog on it.
There's a big frog on it. Froge, if you
Froge.
will. But
big
again,
Froge on it.
Big Froge. But again, I like really enjoyed this album. Nice and easy to listen to. Great for nighttime driving if you're like needing to stay awake.
Yeah.
Really
like a serotonin boost.
Yeah, a little bit, but very chill serotonin boost.
I love that.
Which I love. So
yeah.
Piri and Tommy, Froge.mp3. You'll find it on our playlist. You heard it here.
I love that. All right. My last album I'm so excited to talk about.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm excited to listen to it. I know.
Debut album.
I know.
And it's really exciting. So this is Pip Millett with her album When Everything Is Better, I'll Let You Know. God, I love that.
Which is a hilarious.
It's a vibe.
It's pretty much what I should say to
another R&B queen.
Oh,
Neo soul, like so good.
So
Manchester born. She's just a neo soul, smooth contemporary R&B. Got the bops.
And the bangers.
Yeah. It's definitely feels like her voice feels like a warm hug. I want to say.
Oh, how nice.
Very just like comforting.
Yeah.
It's very like contemporary in the fact, like kind of like, you know how like kind of, it's not sad like Adele, but it definitely like feels kind of like.
It's emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's but it's like that contemporary warm hug. That's just
love
like
that.
such an easy listen.
Oh, yes. Something that you could put on without having to be like, what does this song mean?
Yes, and it is kind of like a journey. Like there's 4 parts broken up with interludes, which we're talking about.
We did talk about that.
But there was a point to it. Like does break it up into different sections.
We love a
like
story.
I feel like it has to do with like the journey of moving on after like of moving through the emotions after a relationship again. Another one of these.
Brutal.
But it definitely like is giving Adele vibes. So if you like that, which I know everybody does, then you'll like this. Her voice, the instrumentals, the production is so well done. Can't believe this is her debut.
I think she's just a rising star
Yeah,
too. You know,
like
just
instantly.
absolutely. Yeah,
She's doing a Europe tour.
Oh fuck.
A UK Europe tour. So
Hell yeah.
check that out if you're
God,
I've
want
crossed
to.
the pond. I really liked Smoking, and Ride With Me was her big single that came out before.
Yes. Oh god, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of hype on it.
Yeah.
And it's
Worth it.
worth the hype.
Fuck yes, I love that though.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten a lot of disappointment.
Yeah. It's like a lot of tracks. There's a lot of tracks,
Yes.
but it's still less than an hour.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
So they're like shorter little.
Yeah, I can
little
deal with
beep
that.
bops.
Yeah, but a little boop and a bop.
Yeah.
Boop bop. I love that though.
Yeah. So it's
Well, we love a story in an album, so like I will forgive her for the interludes and shit like
yeah.
that.
It makes
sense.
It makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So Pip, I'm obsessed.
Pip, we love you
Yeah.
from all the way over here in San Diego.
Yeah.
You know?
That would be so weird.
To think about that people like love you in the world.
Yeah. That's what I felt like when I was talking to like Hazlitt. It was
yeah.
just like he's just in Sweden.
Yeah.
And
we're over here and it's like that's how we connect.
It's weird.
It's wacky.
Yeah,
It's wacky.
music can go worldwide.
Worldwide,
Pitbull
baby.
is no longer Mr. WW. Everyone
Oh,
can be
shit.
WW now.
Sorry, Pitbull. You've been ousted.
You've been ousted.
You've been ousted from Mr. Worldwide. Oh no. My third and final album is something that you might actually like. Might be part of Kelsey's weird corner, but very traditional folk, very Irish folk.
Ooh.
Very folk. This is Now and Then by I think this is how you say her name is Josiane Clark. And she is a storyteller, very clearly a storyteller. Her songs are long-winded, but they literally are so stunning to listen to. There's magic in them. I don't know what she's doing, but like by the end of it, I was almost like, no, I want more. Like I wanted her. That's definitely not her. Josiane, you didn't spell her name at all. Josienne. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Not Joan Clark.
Not Joan Clark. Not Joan Clark. Josiane Clark.
I'm dead. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So again, very traditional folk. Like think of like an Irish storyteller. Like that's this album. But there's something
Like Laureen McKenneth.
Yes. A little bit harder though. Like
Whoa.
a little bit more traditional than that.
What?
Yeah. You'll listen. Again, very long-winded songs that tell a story very deeply. Like it's like a full fucking novel in a song.
Dang.
But there at the end of it, like I said, I was just like, there's something magical about this album and I have to talk about it. It's not necessarily as re-listenable as a lot of folk albums, but a very nonetheless important album, and I think needed a little bit of spotlight on it.
So that's our music discovery for this podcast.
So excited though to talk about our podcast spotlight feature this week because it is kind of along that trend. We have a very Americana, a little country, the good country, alt country vibes. I'm so excited to talk to you about this one. This is Faster Horses with Keep You In. She's the sweetest baby angel.
Love it.
When I told her, I was like, yeah, we're going to put you on the podcast. She like freaked out. And I was like, I'm in love with you. So the song is coming out. It came out a couple days ago. So fresh off the presses.
We love it.
We love it. They are a call themselves a breakup country band, which I think
Oh,
is
that's
kind of
fun.
fun. Yeah. It's Kate Ellen Dean and her friend Steve Sobchak. They live in New York City and Syracuse, so New York homies. But they're really influenced by the traditional Americana writing, which
Love
kind
it.
of fits in perfectly with what we were just talking about. Very much has that like harmonies that we love of male.
Yes.
You know, just
Like Johnny Swimmish.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a warm hug for me.
Oh,
you know, like
yeah.
that's just a comforting get in here kind of song.
Yeah.
This song is from their it's their fourth song on their upcoming album. And she wrote the songs about a muddy and difficult breakup. And she puts as a side note because I think this is hilarious. Fun fact, the guy she wrote this about is getting married in the fall. So kind of a fitting time to write up a breakup album about him, which I think is great. The songs really documented her healing process throughout the entire, breakup and everything like that. And I am so excited to listen to the full album. But this song, Keep You In, is...
It's good.
Everybody, let's hold our...
And take it in.
This is Faster Horses with Keep You In. We'll be right back.
And we're back.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hope we didn't lose you too long.
We would never lose you. You stay the whole episode, we know. For this moment, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're going to get into it right quick.
Let's go.
So I guess first off,
Yes.
Let's talk about... Do we want to talk about the taste? Let's talk about T.Swift
Let's
stuff
talk about
first, because it
T.Swift.
kind of can go into other things.
Exactly.
So her album dropped.
Her album
I
dropped.
listened. I don't think Kelsey has gotten there yet. It's great.
It's a great...
It's good. It's good.
It's fine.
I'm a Taylor Swift fan. This one is... She went folk, and then I think she's trying to go back to poppy folk here. It's... Antihero is a fucking bop. I'm obsessed with that song.
Okay.
There's like a few other ones that I really like. Lavender Hates is good, but there's like this whole thing
About,
the Gaylor hashtag going on.
Yes.
Where she like fakes.
Being bi.
Yeah, because
Yes.
Lavender was like
Yes.
huge in the gay
Yes.
community
Yes.
years ago. Well, actually, I think for
Now.
forever.
Yeah.
So there's that whole thing there.
Yes.
She like queer baits, I think they're saying. I went down a...
She definitely does.
yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. So...
Yeah. I choose my words carefully with Taylor Swift because I don't dislike her as a person. I don't dislike her music. I think she does weird things sometimes. Basically, I think she does a lot of things that are harmful to certain communities. We talked about this right before we started filming. She had to redo her music video quite quickly because of the fat phobia thing, where she stepped on a scale and it was like her biggest fear was being fat. And again, I really hate that because as someone who is, I mean,
Yeah.
we both have had issues like that in the past. I think it's very triggering.
I
to a lot of people.
do think it is, but I mean, she's allowed to like feel that way.
She's 100% allowed
I
to
think
feel
that it's
way.
insane that people can bully her into changing things.
I don't, because I think the word fat is the reason why people are mad. Because like fat is a bad thing.
Oh,
Yes.
I get it. I didn't even think about it like
Yeah.
that.
So for a lot of people who are trying to reclaim that word fat and change it into a more positive term, she's basically going backwards by being like, I don't want to be fat because being fat is bad.
Okay.
It's fat phobia, essentially.
Because I kind of saw it as like she struggled with it.
That is how she
Yeah.
meant it to be, and I don't discredit
Because like
that.
fat's like not a bad word. Like she used the word fat.
It is, though. Think about it. When people call you derogative things and they say you're fat, that's a thing. No one says you're skinny.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
So I think for a lot of people who are, huge Taylor Swift fans and they look up to her, it's like if Lizzo did the same thing, where she claims to be this very, like, I love being fat kind of thing. It's like, imagine if her greatest fear was to be fat. That indicates that there's a negative
Got it.
quality to it. And that's why Taylor Swift had to change it. It's because a lot of people were like, what the fuck? Like, why is that a bad thing? We get it's your fear, and we get you have had eating disorders and we know your past history with that, but you're taking something that is your fear and making it negative for everyone else. And I just don't think that's fair.
Okay.
I think celebrities need to be very careful about.
Well, yeah, now they have to change their shit.
Exactly, which I don't just hate. I don't not hate, because I think if a little girl saw that and she was, you know, a little chunkier, and she saw that Taylor Swift was scared of being fat, that little child's gonna be like, well, I'm scared of being fat.
Yeah.
I think when you're that big as Taylor Swift, you have to be very careful about the image and like what you put out, because you have so many young people looking up to you.
Yeah.
And would do anything.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents about that whole situation. I'm glad she took it out as a thicker bitch with 2 C's. You know, like I hate, like it triggers me just seeing that. Like I know people's fears are getting fat, but I'm trying to step away from that. So for me, even me, it's like, whoa, why are we back in this conversation?
Yeah.
You know?
I get what you're saying, yes.
Yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Again, I don't discredit Taylor Swift. I think that's a legitimate fear a lot of people have, especially in the industry.
Well, it kind of discredits her by everyone being like, you need to...
Well, no one needs to bully her. I don't believe in bullying. I think if someone had just had the conversation with her before...
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she has teams of people.
Yeah, so it's surprising that they let that go through, almost. You know she's got a PR team of people who are, like, constantly... Because, again, she's so influential.
Yeah.
That you have to be careful.
Yeah.
About what you say. I
100%.
mean, no matter what, this is not just Taylor Swift. This is everyone.
Yeah, if you have that many...
has power like that.
Yeah, she's a superstar.
She's a superstar, and tiny, tiny children love her.
Yeah.
So it's like we're not trying to raise a generation again of people like how we were raised, where it was like, if you're not skinny, you're useless.
Yeah.
You're never going to be loved. You
yeah.
know, it's like...
Oh, yeah, that's...
I think we want to celebrate... And that just seemed like a very early 2000s kind of music video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a very like, oh no.
It kind of is ironic though, because that's the song. The song is about people taking out their almost like everyone takes out their insecurities on Taylor Swift. It's like a huge thing, like that she's had to go through her whole life.
Yeah.
It's like people are always projecting towards her. It's about being narcissistic. And because I watched like this therapist talk about it on YouTube. She could have been, but she was like loving how the song is about covert narcissism. And
I mean, I love that. Yes.
Yeah. And it's just about like, she's the problem. Like that's literally the song is like, it's always, which is hard for me a little bit because she's like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are you, because her songs are always kind of like, woe is me, but that's just, but people relate to that. So it's great because I feel it.
Yeah.
But, it's funny because that's the song is about that.
And I think that's what also it was just like everyone was kind of taken aback being like, wait, what? How can you make a song about this?
No, but everyone's projecting their... Yeah. That's what the weird thing is, because that's what I feel like the song, it is very interesting because that is like super ironic and it like kind of like a...
I get that, but at the same time... I don't feel the pity just because...
No, I don't at all.
Yeah, just because it's like, you know, for me, just thinking about it, it's like we're boo fucking who.
Yeah.
Come on now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I would rather her have like an open and honest conversation of like, I take on a lot of emotional narcissism. I think that would have been a better... Whiny is the word that kind of...
I know. I don't know. It's very difficult.
I don't know.
It's
like I said, I don't hate Taylor Swift. Sometimes I feel like she just misses the mark, like so close.
Well, the thing is, so I don't think that she ever really comes out and talks real about anything.
My God, yes.
That's kind of the issue with her.
Issue.
But when you're a superstar, you don't have to. I don't think Beyonce ever comes out and says anything either.
But I think you can tell in Beyonce songs and through her art that she very much has a stance on things. Taylor Swift has always been a little bit like, maybe vote, don't, you know, like it's very coy.
Interesting.
I've always thought, thank you. You nailed it on the head for me, is I don't think she has actually ever been real in the public. I think it's all very calculated by her team of what she says and how she acts, which is fine. I think that's fair. Keep yourself private. But I that's just not something I like.
Yeah, it's very different from like Miley Cyrus.
Yes,
who just doesn't give a fuck.
She has a very intense filter, and I think that's her team. I don't necessarily know.
What was that in? I watched like a documentary on her where they like literally were telling her you can't do stuff.
Miss America, was it the one on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they were like, the one on Netflix where she basically said that she's like, I can't even be myself.
That's what I'm saying is that's why I don't hate her. I think it is she's a very
but that's why she's a
person.
superstar.
Yeah.
Because she likes everyone from every kind of space loves her.
She is universally appreciated.
Yeah.
And that's how she wants to be. That is fine. That's not for me as someone who likes music. I think she's got a great team. I think she does marketing so fucking
oh my god, so good.
Genius level marketing.
Yeah.
I think she's very sweet. I think I love her friendships she has with women. Like there's a lot of things about T.Swift I love.
Yeah.
It's just there's just always a little bit of fakeness attached to it.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Fans don't come after us.
I know. I'm so sorry. I love Taylor Swift. I don't dislike her. The manicured pop star is not for me.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's not for me.
And it's kind of what's the word? I feel like the time is almost up for that.
Very much so.
And who's kind of changing that?
Who?
Who also like is changing, making a change in that? Selena Gomez.
I'll agree.
I wasn't, her music isn't, I like her as a person. Yeah. I love the new show she's in. That's super fun.
Yeah.
But she is like kind of being way more open and vulnerable because she like broke.
Yes. Literally she broke.
Yeah.
And I think that makes it feel so much more real than anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see your downfall. I don't want you to be sad, but I just want you to come out and say how you feel.
Yeah.
Like, what do you
be like a
think
little
on
more
this
real
situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do have such a spread.
Yeah. In her music, Tay's music does kind of do that.
A little bit, yeah. But I think again, it's very vanilla. There's nothing like,
deep.
Deep.
We listen to a lot of really intense music.
I think that's why. I honestly think that's why.
But yeah, that's a good convo about it because that was a totally different way that I thought about the fact.
Yeah, I just that's how I took it as tater tot. That's how I took it as just like a very intense, like, not a fuck you, just a misunderstanding.
Yeah, because I didn't even see it that way.
Yeah,
from my perspective, it's like, well, she felt that way, so I don't really. That's fine.
And I think because I'm on the thicker side of TikTok too, like I follow a lot of thick bitches.
I've had to think about it my whole life.
1,000%. I actually purposefully do not follow sometimes like people who don't look like me.
Oh, yeah.
Because of my self-esteem.
Yeah.
And that's a big
it does
thing.
kind of, it's hard.
It's great, though, when I'm surrounded by people who look like me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm sexy as fuck. But any hoodle, we digress. I have not listened to Taylor Swift yet. It's probably going to be one of the last ones I do listen to just because it's not going to be on my top end of list. But people are really liking it.
It is good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good album. I mean, there's so many good pop albums that it's not in my like. Let's venture out. I've got recommendations if you guys want some other ones. Yes. Like even to talk about big Sabrina Carpenter. Her pop album is, dare I say, fucking way better than Tay's album.
Also, I would like to put a plea out to artists to please stop working with Jack Antonoff. That's a whole conversation for a different day, I think. I think Jack Antonoff is a really great producer for himself. Bleachers is... I love Bleachers.
So good.
I loved Fun. Yeah. I love Jack Antonoff.
That's going to die like right now.
Okay. I love Jack Antonoff, but I do not love the way he produces women's music. I think he dumbs them down. I think he makes it really boring.
I know that is a controversial opinion.
Because he did Claro, which I didn't love last year.
I know. That was kind of a letdown.
Very big letdown for me. T.Swift.
We're getting real today.
I am. I think it's an important conversation to have. Like, when you look at producers and you're an artist, you really need to find a producer that's going to elevate your music.
Yeah.
And I think
It's a very important
Jack
part.
Antonoff is brilliant.
Yes.
I think he's brilliant for him. I think what he does for women musicians is just blah. Very blah. And I am not the only person.
Oh, yeah, people are really...
We should have Kylie on this show because she will fucking lay into the Jack Antonoff shit.
Oh, shit.
And it is good. So maybe we'll have her on the show for that. Hi, Tater Tot.
I do want to talk about one last thing. That camera's going to die. It sells this one, but we'll just talk to the main one. Yep, there we go. I do want to say, so that was our Taylor Swift chit chat.
Yeah.
But today, another single from Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah.
What is this about?
I think at this point, they're taking minimal things that he might have touched and worked on. And are saying it's a Juice WRLD song.
There was another song that just came out with a Marshmello and Juice WRLD, and it was so sad.
Yeah.
It's literally like his songs are heartbreaking.
Well, it feels haunting. Like we're being haunted by Juice WRLD.
It feels like haunting.
Yeah,
and
which is terrible,
is it his family? Who's trying to milk this bag? Because it is...
I don't want to say it's his family because I think his family is like really fucking supportive and devastated. And to be fair, like, I think it's great that they're making money if they want to make money.
I think that's great, but I'm just like... He already has bangers that are going to always make money forever.
So I don't think, do we need to add Marshmello? And I think it's projects he might have been like, yeah, let's talk about it. And maybe had like a voice note or something fucked like that. And I think these artists are just milking it a little bit. Like these people that are doing it with like, well, Juice WRLD's on my song.
Because this new one is just him. And I'm like, what is...
and the weird thing is I don't see this with other past artists.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just like nonstop.
Well, Mac Miller, they released that album.
Yeah, but he was basically done with it.
Yeah. I mean, and they already released an album after he passed.
I mean, I'm saying maybe he just did have a shit ton of music that he worked on.
He was like 20.
I can't talk about it. I'm still so sad.
Me too. And I just like every time I like keep seeing him pop up, I'm like, why are we still doing this?
Like reopens the wound.
Yeah. Does anyone else feel that way?
Yeah. I mean,
like it's
like David Bowie. He releases new shit, but it's all just like the estate,
like demos and
shit like that. And
yeah, because
like,
I mean there's like new stuff.
Yeah.
All
and
the
I think
time.
there will be because he probably had a shit ton of music in the works. I love Juice.
So do I, but it's a very strange situation with that. Like who's releasing that music?
His estate. Unfortunately.
I mean, it's because the thing is he probably like didn't have a will. Or anything like that.
I don't know. He was making a lot of money at that time. I'm sure he had
covered.
Lawyers on lawyers. But
yeah, I mean, it's just weird.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's just really sad.
It's sad.
I think as someone who we both were huge Juice WRLD fans while he was rising up, and I think for us, like I said, it's just reopening the wound.
Yeah,
and I'll never get to see him live.
I know it hurts.
And I connected so much to his lyrics and his music, and I listened to it in very dark times.
Yeah,
like when I needed it.
That's why I think always seeing him pop up, I'm like, why are we back here?
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like you're reopening a wound, and it's like I'm trying to heal.
Yeah,
stop,
stop doing this to us.
Like, be done. I don't know. I feel like other Juice WRLD fans probably feel the same way because it was so tragic and so random.
Yeah, it was sad
that he passed.
And it was, I mean, that's happened a lot since then, which is heartbreaking. Yeah. So I feel like it was like the beginning of like this scary trend.
Sadness.
Yeah. So it's just,
stop poking the bear.
I keep seeing it and I'm like, what?
I know.
Because now I don't know.
I'll listen to it.
Ever since the album that came out after him, he passed.
Yeah. I know.
Like you can just hear how bad he was struggling in every song. And I was like, why? What?
I know.
This is, what?
It's a little too real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're like, ooh, you did pass away.
Yeah.
Because of your addiction.
Yeah. And that's what like every song is about. So it's a weird thing. I feel a little
But
weird by it.
I think why we love Juice so much too is that he was really kind of one of the first rappers to bring mental health to such a forefront in his music.
Yeah.
And he talks very openly about struggling.
Yeah.
And so I think for us, we relate to that. And his music was so fucking good, fresh at the time.
Yes.
Just good hip hop.
Yeah.
And we lost such a great
I know.
soul.
So sad.
Juicy, I miss you.
Yeah, it's
So sad. But
yeah. Anyway,
at least we have his music.
yeah, I'm just curious as to like
Yeah.
what, because like I get Bowie because he's like been around for he was
Years.
older, he's
demos
got
on
so many
demos.
things,
I know.
but I've never seen anyone like milked like this.
Yeah,
so
so deeply.
yes,
Yeah. I think we're going to see that with a lot of future.
yeah, because
artists.
now you can with
can.
technology.
Oh, yeah. You can create whole
What
fucking
if he
holographic
what if he uploaded
tours.
himself into the metaverse before he passed away, and
like,
he's just
upload.
making songs
Boop, boop, boop.
in the computer?
That's a whole conspiracy theory that I'm down to start.
Let's just start it on
Guys,
TikTok.
we're starting our own conspiracy theory. We like it.
Anyways, I think that's good for
That's
today.
great. Yeah, let's cut this sadness.
We'll do the concert talk next time.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we've been chit chatting.
Look, we're chit chatters sometimes. That was a good conversation though.
That was good.
I felt connected.
I know, me too.
You know,
Yeah, it was nice.
we have the same brain.
Let's chat about it in our brain network.
Oh, let's chat about it in our brain network. If you have Taylor Swift opinions, I would personally love to know them. I'm not trying to get into a battle royale with anyone. Like I said, please don't come after me. But I think it's a healthy conversation to have.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
if you would like to chat, come join our brain network.
And yeah, this has been fun.
This has been fun.
Music discovery.
I mean, we're getting close to Christmas, y'all.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
Our top albums. We have to get you're going to see our top albums of October, probably this week.
Yeah.
Help us.
Help.
But yeah, anyways, we love you guys.
We love you so
and
much.
make sure to subscribe to us on the YouTube. Tell your friends.
Please review.
Just comment.
Just a 5-star, you know?
We're rated on Spotify now. We have enough reviews.
What?
Yeah, I'll show you when we're done. But yeah, we love you guys. Thanks
love
for
you so
supporting the
much.
pod. And we will see you next week.
Bye, bitches.
Bye.